Big man.
Gotta get those levels right.
I'm a sick man. I go out. I don't even.
Here we go.
Man Swoo.
Oh, fuck, blew it. Ready?
Man Swoo. Man Swoo.
This time. Third time lucky. Go.
Man Swoo.
Oi,
Oh yeah, you're recording. Oh my god!
click those buttons, man. Click those buttons, producer.
We are black. Black.
We are what?
in-
Black.
We're black in 2025. It's cool, man. It's real
Back in
cool.
black. We're in the black.
We're real cool, man. Hi, Jolin.
Hi, Benjamin. How are you, man?
Good. I woke up today. I woke up at 7:00. I had a coffee, took a ginormous shit. Had
Half
a
of the
workout,
course.
and
Had a
then
workout. Nice.
and then I biked to the dairy with Tui, which is a 7-kilometer round trip.
Oh,
Yeah. So did that because you do like a little loop,
yeah.
and then I mowed the lawns, and then I tidied up the house. It's been all go. It's been all go today.
Mate, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. That was me yesterday. A lot of tidying, vacuumed, cleaned the toilet, cleaned the bathroom, lawns. Yeah, it's had a real busy day yesterday. Today I started off with I did set my alarm for 8 a.m., which is pretty good for Sunday. So I was up at 8, coffee, and I was down at church by about 9:15. And surf conditions were good, bit bigger than yesterday. So we're looking at it was pretty low tide though. So it was sort of only 2 foot on the bank, but there's at least 3 foot of swell. And yeah, there were 6 bodyboarders out. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Uh, 2 breathos.
Yeah.
That was Josh and Bo.
Mm.
There was Jamie and Zephyr Gaskell,
His son.
the father and son combo.
Yeah.
And then there was a guy, you might remember the name. His name is Hayden Parsons. Do you remember that guy?
Nah.
You know? Oh,
Nah.
sorry. He's from Dunedin anyway. Yeah, he used to do these videos like Isolated and stuff, 100 Reasons.
Nah.
No, forgot him? Yeah,
Not coming to mind.
Oh, just have a wee Google search after the show and just search
Parsons.
just search Hayden Parsons. I think his nickname's Goose from memory.
Actually, I do remember him being a bit of a silly goose.
Yeah, it might come back to you.
Hmm.
No, that was cool. So we paddled out and
That's quite cool.
yeah, spent about 20 minutes. He went in after about 20 minutes. He'd already been out for an hour and a half. So yeah, he was pumped. He come to the coast, obviously, because the weather's insane here. So he's got his whānau here. He's going to go out to Puny. Said to him, take your family to the river and have a wee swim. And he's staying at Kororo Backpackers at the moment. Not Backpackers, I mean the top 10. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. I was like, what? You stayed at backpackers with your family.
No, sorry, top 10.
Cool. That's cool. That would be cool to have surf with Goose out in the
Was.
out at church.
And then me and Blind Rob, sorry, not Blind Rob, 2020. Me in 2020, we paddled out with the shift change, and then it was just me and 2020.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was he ripping? Was Goose ripping?
Oh, just doing the same. I didn't know it was him. And I was like, whoa, who's that guy? He's got a nice bottom turn, clean trimming line, falling into barrels. I was like, oh, who's that? Who's fucking that? Get out of me. So, no, he's still good, mate. He hardly ever surfs, eh? He reckons he's probably surfed 5 times last year.
I'll never get it. I know like a lot of our guys our age like really struggle because of injuries, back problems and shit like that. But if you don't have, I don't know. I won't get into it. I always find it difficult to understand.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm the same. Because when I was talking to Rob out in the surf after they all went in, yeah, Rob was saying that he asked him, "What's the scene like down in Dunno's?" And yeah, Goosey was just saying, "Oh, it's dead. You know, there's hardly anyone booking down there."
crazy.
And me and Rob were talking about it. Like, we both said like we're just going to keep doing this until our bodies just cannot do it any longer.
Yeah,
And even when my body says that's enough, I'll probably still go down there and take photos and film, and I just can't. I can't stop
yeah. I didn't. I don't. I just know a lot of guys that have chosen to
to
stop
stop.
to
Mm.
drink piss and do drugs or um
Mm.
go running, not looking at anyone. Sam Brooks.
See, I don't mind it if people do other, I guess, healthy things. I suppose that's okay, whatever floats your boat. But I don't know. I can't get sick of that feeling of catching a wave and pulling into a barrel, dude.
I
I'll
could
never get sick of it.
when you've had a good surf, there's no better feeling. And I've been through like I had a real running stint when I was at uni. Used to get like the runner's high. You know what I mean? You get like a third or second or third wind halfway through a big run, and you're just like, fuck yeah, let's go. But nothing beats like a good surf, whether it's with your mates or barreling or yeah. Oh, anyway,
Totally agree. Totally agree. Hey,
we're gonna
welcome everybody to Fu Man
yeah.
Swoo, first podcast of the year, 2025. Raise the roof, man. Raise it up.
Oh, that
Let's do it.
tail looks like shit up there. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. Hey, quick health check, okay? Let's just get that out of the way, and then I want to hear: have you got any rezos for 24? I know
Oh
it's
yeah,
cheesy, but
yeah,
let's do it. Let's do a quick healthy, and
yeah.
let's do a couple of rezzies.
Right. Well, quick. I talked to you like we've been awesome since our last episode. Had my boy Taylor Hodgson born. So welcome
Yay,
to the
new
Swoo family
Grommy.
to Taylor. It's beaten the shit out of Sophie, so it's been pretty rough, as you know, Joel's.
Yeah.
Sophie's still recovering from the birth. So I'm just doing my best to help her out with that, especially
Good boy.
just taking Tui off her hands, you know. Um, and fitness is good. I started a little workout register that you refused to be on with the boys, which is actually going real good. And yeah, looking up. Things are looking up for
Cool.
2025, Jolan. What about you?
Yeah, mentally just absolutely loving life. Obviously, I don't want to try and Skype too much on this potty, but yeah, the coast is having an absolute doozy summer. So mentally very positive. Even though I started work on the 3rd of fucking January this year, bruh. That was
Beautiful.
a that was a rough start. Um, but physically, the only thing that's really fucking me off, dude, is my ear. Oh yeah, look at those Gunnises. Look at those fucking chunky Gunnises.
All right, getting the camera. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
fucking do not collect a Maori roundy from those pythons, I tell you. You do not want to collect anything. As I was saying, my ear, my surfer's ear is just so bad, dude, on my left ear. If I don't get that perfect seal with the blue tack, if the size of the blue tack that I put in my left ear, if it's not perfect, if it's too much blue tack or too little, water gets in my ear hole, and then I'm half deaf in that ear for fucking days. It's constantly got tinnitus. Yeah, so the body continues to fuck out. Shoulders not so bad, neck's not so bad, but my fucking ear is driving me nuts. So I'm a little bit bummed out about that.
Quick tip.
Um,
Quick tip for that.
yeah,
Because I got the same problem as you.
yeah,
Um, go get your ears de-waxed. It really helps. Because when your surface ear builds up, all the wax gets caught behind your fucking
yeah.
canal, and it makes getting water trapped in there even worse. Because both, as you know, both my ears are fucked as well.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
mm.
let's flesh that out a little bit because I have had one of those. It was done at the hospital with. It was actually a funny story. Um, it was done with high pressured water. Have you had that done?
Mhm.
You have. Is this the one you're sort of talking about? How
I think
they
is that the one where they put the thing in and they lubricate your ear and then suck it out.
No, no, I haven't done that one. That one sounds way better.
Oh,
So I did this. I think it was in 2023. Actually, I was complaining about my ear, and they said, "Yeah, you just got heaps of wax in there." And I was like, "Oh, fuck, all right." Um, so they're like, "Oh, there's a few ways you can do it. The quickest and easiest is you come back, and they're going to use a high pressured water, and so they blast your ear with water, and the wax just has to come out through the pressure."
ugh.
So I get there, and it was a nurse, and I'm sorry to be judgy, but this was a big young woman. She was
Yeah,
like a big white girl. Like
yeah,
you start getting off on it. We're talking, we're talking chunka lunka, dude. Like she's
yeah.
huffing and wheezing and sweating. But it was actually a horrible procedure. It was, you can
Oh,
just imagine a fucking shot of water just going straight into your ear. And she's like, this may be uncomfortable. As it was happening, I was just like, oh, this is fucking horrible. It was just like
no, don't do
painful.
that.
But it worked. It worked that one time.
No
I
good.
like I like the sound of your one. That's way better.
Yeah, well, the ear clinic in Greymouth does it, mate. They'll
Oh,
suck
okay.
out. They'll suck you off.
Oh, I'm keen on that.
$65 suck off for you. Now I'm just thinking we're just going to do an hour of power
Sounds good,
today.
mate. Sounds good.
Just a quick wrap up, mate. Our last episode, a fantastic episode with Jig and May.
Oh, thanks,
Um,
Jigger Mane. That was sick.
that was sick. He doesn't listen, so it doesn't matter. So fuck you, Jig and May.
No, he loves it. He probably doesn't listen to the show, but yeah, he loves the banter. But no, lots of good feedback, eh?
Yeah, people. Yeah, it was sick to be able to I don't know, just have that chat with him, man. It was fucking
Yeah,
cool. Yeah,
it was
and
cool.
so much good feedback. But as usual, no engagement. It's all text messages and fucking group chats. So cheers, boys.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping grow it.
You get quite dark about that, don't you? So hey, everyone who's listening out there, just to make Hodjo a bit more happier, can you please just drop us a comment or something on our posts, because he puts these posts up and gets no engagement. It just makes him feel a little bit deflatos.
I don't know, it's all good. We just do it for the love. We're not trying to fucking make any. I don't know. I think I just and me and Giles had a big yarn about it before, and I think with Swoo going forward
Moving
is that
forward.
is that I think we've done the boogie board history, the New Zealand boogie board history thing. We've done that to death. And there's still obviously things that we can capture for sure. Like we haven't done a lot of North Island core stuff or anything
No,
like
that's what I
that.
was going to interject. I think there's still so much more history that we could do. I think it could probably still so many people I want to interview from the North Island that I think we should
Yeah,
that we should capture.
I agree. I just think we've probably done like Blaketown law and South Island bug law and that. We've probably done
Uh,
that to death.
I don't
But
know. I
like,
still think we should do at least one or two fucking scabby greymouth podcasts a year, with some of the
oh, you
random
why
old
not?
locals,
Yeah, I just think
just one or two.
the Jigger Main one was cool because it sort of broadened our horizons a little bit. We got some new followers. We got
Yeah.
awesome feedback. Yeah, and good numbers. And that's because Jigger Main helped us promote it as well, like shout
Mm.
on his account. So shout out to Jigger Main for that. And
Yeah.
just yeah, fuck, he's a good yarn. He's a fucking the
It's
way he
great.
tells stories. I think him and Wowsy are probably some of the best storytellers we've had on the
Mm.
podcast, where they could just convey the way things went in such a humorous way. People were just telling me so much how they're pissing themselves about you and your cap top, square toe cap top. Stop!
Everyone stop. Look.
Look, square top, cap top, square
Square foot.
toe,
Square foot.
square toe, cap top.
Oh man.
So
I still need to go to therapy over that one day.
probably more. So probably I don't know, a few more surfers on the potty, but we like branch out to other random shit, music and whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd love to have big robes on. I'd love to have big robes on, eh?
Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be cool. Yep,
yeah, yeah.
for sure. God, I could even bloody ring in one of my old Minus Title band members from back in the
Oh,
day.
that'd
That'd
be
be
good.
fun.
That'd be
Yeah,
good. But like
yeah,
the guys that I'd love for us to do in terms of the surf world this year, I, I'd love if we could get beefs on.
yeah. We'll definitely aim to get that sorted this year, I
Mm,
reckon.
Yeah, beefs TV, and you got to organise Mez. We've really got to try and get Nick Meseritz, and then maybe in March there might be some guests that we might be able to score as well. I'm not going to say names, just something in
Oh,
March, maybe.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've totally forgotten about what that could be, but
Fortuona related.
yeah. That'd be cool. Yeah, yeah. Say no more, say no more. Say no more, you dirty whore.
Oh. All
Oh.
right. So
Okay,
quick
so
hour
let's
power, Giles.
yeah. Now,
What was
quick
your
question.
yeah?
What is the biggest episode of 2024? Have you crunched the numbers? Can you do that while I'm talking?
Well, I
I'm
can tell you
sure
now.
I'm sure it'll be Wellsy because
Yeah.
we haven't got enough. Like Jai's was done in December, so
December. Yeah.
that really didn't have much time to get some full traction. We might get a few straggler listens, down the line when randoms hear about, oh, have you heard about Jai's podcast? And oh no, I haven't listened. So I'd imagine it's probably Wellsy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Wellesley's episode is the biggest by far.
Okay, gotcha.
And
Congratulations.
Jai,
Congratulations, Sam Wells.
So let me just tell you how much for Wellesley. You do some spitballing while I find these numbers.
Yeah, are you going to do like a combination of
Combination
Spotty,
of all the platforms,
YouTube, and iTunes? I guess that's the three, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So total views / listens, I would imagine it'll be in the four 438. I'm going to say 438.
Well,
All...
the revenue from that one, Joland, was 25,000.
What? Bitcoin.
Imagine if we just randomly came out. We're like, yeah, so we've been making a really massive living off this podcast.
Yeah, Joel's quick quit his job.
Yeah, I'm just working on the numbers here.
While you're doing that, I need to ask you. I don't know how to check the Patreon balance. We'll talk about this offline, but I need to have a look and see how much money's in there because I really want to get this fucking Southwest trip planned.
I know how much we got in there.
Oh, cool. You can tell me afterwards, but and show me where to go. But yeah, there must be probably a few handy in there, I'd imagine. Be good to help with some accommodation for when we head down south.
Well, the aim is like we'll pay for that whole trip through the Patreon. So we'll wait until there's enough in there to pay, so the boys don't have to pay a cent.
Well, I was thinking about that too. I wanted to flesh out an idea, because we should be able to pay for accommodation and petrol and food and drink. But what I was thinking was, fuck walking the tracks to the river mouths, fuck getting 4 or 5 quad bikes. Let's all pitch in and get chopper rides in and out to the river.
I think that we might get Knights Air to do it.
Could do, yeah. I don't know if there's any landing strips on some of those river mouths. I guess there would be some close, but yeah, we could hit up Blair. I really want to go down and meet Blair in person and hang out with him. But yeah, we could hit him up first, eh? But if that doesn't work out, let's get a fucking chopper. Straight to the chopper. Would you like that? Fucking
mate.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. As long as it's not a Robinson. As long as it's not a Robinson, I'm happy.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about them.
You don't even fucking go on one. That's all you need.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Good to know. Good to
Single
know.
rotor helicopter. Never go on them. Okay. All right. So Wowsy. Wowsy is 200 plus. Where is he? 240 on YouTube, 200 on Spotify,
Oh, that
240
blew
on
mine out.
240 on YouTube, 200 on Spotify,
Yep.
plus 150 on iTunes.
Jeez. So you're looking at about 550, 600-ish.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Nice.
Jiggermane won't be far behind him.
Cool.
And our biggest solo one
Yeah.
was I think it was rocket surgery.
Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to-
Yeah. I think it was rocket surgery.
I might have to go back and listen to Rocket Surgery. Wonder why it was so good. Wonder why it had so much views. Maybe it was
Yeah.
maybe because we hadn't done one for a while or something, or I don't know.
Rocket surgery that was 400 across everything.
Nice. Yeah, it's good.
So what was that one about? Let me have a look.
Don't worry about it.
What was
Check
it?
it out.
We talked about your background. I shit on your background.
There you go.
Deep,
People want to hear more about me. They want to hear more about me.
No, your background, your podcast background.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant
Oh,
background is
so cock.
so
It was a
egocentric.
pretty general episode. We talked about debrief after we had the epic interview with Brendo. I reckon that was probably maybe our biggest episode because we co-promoted that with Brendo. And we got good numbers on our side, and he probably got even more on his platform because his platform's way bigger.
This is true, sir. He's been quite quiet on the grey space, hasn't he? I haven't seen too many pods. I think maybe just life's pretty busy for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny how he did a little strike mission to Hawaii, eh?
Yeah, that's sick.
Early season. But do you want to talk about Hawaii? Because fuck me, the tap has just been turned on. Pipe's been like pumping every second day, isn't it?
Sick, bro. It's
been amazing.
It's so cool to see.
Big shout out to my best friend Nathan Florence. He took out the Vulcan Pro, which was pretty. Oh, sorry, the Vans. My bad. The
Pipe
Vans,
Masters.
the Pipe Masters.
Yeah.
And then fucking Koa took out Dahui. Backdoor shootout.
That bomb that he got in his last heat was fucking insane. Jesus,
he was so deep. Fuck, he was deep.
Fuck, he was deep.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was fucking pretty cool to see. Those two guys are probably undoubtedly have the biggest platforms from Hawaii, I'd imagine. And they both won a fucking pipe trophy. That's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
So wrapping up 2024, I thought we'd just do rapid fire, maybe.
Yeah. I had a couple of questions. I had a couple of questions for you too.
Yeah. What was your favorite surf of 2024?
Yeah. As you know, with my fucking drug-addled brain, I'm not that great at recall, but I'm thinking of a surf in the wave trap. Has to be where it was just firing on the inside, what we loosely call Jolsey's Peak, because everyone would get sort of sucked a little bit further out, and I'd just be constantly paddling in, waiting for those double ups. And I remember getting a couple of barrels that were beyond just so hard to explain, just inside out, so hollow, like straightening out my board, basically going straight just so I don't slide out because that's sucking up. It's sucking up so hard on the inside second section. waves getting smaller and smaller. Starts off as a 2-footer and it just gets hollow. Second section, squeeze, deep, spat out. I got 2 crazy barrels that surf. I can't remember when it was. It would have been probably middle of winter, when the band was hustling. So for me, it was that day. Yeah. What about you? Best surf
I
of
think
2024.
one would I would say there was one I can't really talk about, as you know.
Well, you
Um,
don't have to name the spot, but
oh, true.
you can
Okay.
talk about the conditions and
The,
what it was and time
the
of the
surf
year.
was the it was May or April or May, and it was just the barrel machine turned on. Old Tangaroa just decided to turn on the barrel machine, and it was 2 to 3 foot right handers grinding hollow, doubling up, and I was the only bug out with a couple of other guys, sat on the inside and picked off barrel after barrel for like
Fuck, man.
for
Taylor's
like
mistake gets good. I mean, sorry, not Taylor's. Oh, shit.
oh
Sorry.
Taylor's gets so
Bleep,
good.
bleep that out, man. Bleep that out.
Jeez, yeah. So um, that was that was yeah. I was thinking about that
Cool.
last night actually because I just did the solo mission and I just remember turning up and just going, "Holy Jesus!" The
Nice.
barrel machine just got turned on.
Yeah, cool.
Um, and then one surf I had on a stick in Aussie at a place called Boulders in
Oh,
Bennings Head.
yes. That's right.
Just like 3 to 4, the odd 5 foot set, big right hand point break, and just catching them early, getting them in, and then just doing a couple of like turns off the top, and then the inside would barrel like double up in the shorey, and I pulled into a bunch of barrels on the inside, real solid, and I was just fucking wrapped. I was like, well, that was worth coming over for. That was fucking great.
Man.
Mm, mm,
Um,
mm, mm,
I
mm,
love that.
mm,
I love that.
mm, 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 mm.
I love it. I love it. Now I wanted to talk about, so that's best surfs.
Yeah.
I wondered if you could have a think about uh 2 things.
Mm.
Did you listen to much music in 2024? If you did, I'd love to know what your favorite artist or favorite song of the year was.
What
And then
was?
and then what? And then while you're thinking about while you're thinking about that,
Well,
have have a think about your favorite movie or favorite show or favorite episode, just some sort of, you
oh,
know, something that you just absolutely fucking loved in 2024.
there was a couple of Joel and Tim episodes that I just had time. I really enjoyed the episode I did with Joel and Tim. That was fucking so fun.
Yeah,
But the one
yeah.
where Joel was talking about the nuclear apocalypse scenario, that just had me in rapture. I've listened to that twice.
Yeah, he fucking nailed that, eh?
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah.
Albums for the year.
Or a song.
Um, or a song. Fuck, give me a sec, bro. If you've got something top of your mind, you tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll quickly share my screen because I just quickly opened up my Spotty.
Mm.
So I'm just sharing the song here by a band called Ways Away.
Such
Um
a hipster.
the song's called I Should Have Brought a Gun. It's just, for me, it's just got such a fucking, the singer's amazing. From the get-go, it's just, and it's not like fully hardcore punk. It's more, it's definitely in the punk genre, but
Yeah.
the drumming's more like that sounds more of a fucking break beatbox. But have a listen to this if you want to check it out. I've just shared it on the screen. But yeah, it's called I Should Have Brought a Gun. Search that up on whatever streaming service you've got. It's just got a fucking sick chorus. I reckon you'll love the song, Hodjo. So have a listen after the pod.
Oh well.
I reckon it's right up your alley.
You're Mary. That's right up your Mary.
It's right up your Mary. Um, yeah, did you have anything while I was doing that? Any music
Oh,
come to mind?
I just love that new Blink 182 album that came out at the end of 2023. I just smashed that all year.
Did you?
Um,
Yeah.
I just listened to a bunch of old Newfound Glory. Um,
Okay, so nothing new apart from
I,
Blink.
I had to listen to music that's fun for Tui as well. And fucking me and Tui discovered Chapel Roan. I don't know if you've heard of her,
No.
but she's this new pop star. She's like a lazy. She's fucking awesome. Super talented. So I've been listening to her with Tui a bunch. Um, and then, do you know what? I listen
Movie?
most times I work out. I listen to the Doom Eternal soundtrack. You listen to it, bro. It's the best metal. It's the best metal fucking amp
Riffs.
up you could
Just
ever
riffs,
listen
riff
to.
heavy.
So good. It's just riffs. It's just like
It's just
riff after
riffs.
riff. You're like, yeah, fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah,
My favorite movie of 2024 would have to be June 2.
that was good.
It was
Yeah.
very, very good.
No, that
Timothy
was good.
Chalamet.
Yeah. No, that was good. That was a
Lisan Al
good pick.
Jaib! Lisan Al
I don't
Jaib!
know. I don't really watch. I don't really
So good.
watch. I don't know. Didn't really
That
watch
movie
any
sticks
other.
out.
Nothing that sticks out. That was good. Fucking movies are cooked now. With all this woke shit though. I
Oh,
can't.
dude, I'd
Yeah,
love to
Hollywood's
get you to do it.
fucked.
I'd love to hear your rant because we haven't even talked about this. But I know you hated the Rings of Power season that came out. I can't
I love
wait.
it. Oh my god!
Please
Don't get me
rant.
fucking
Please
started
have a
because you
fucking.
you
Please have
claim
a
to be
rant
so.
on. Please have a rant about why you don't like it.
Because it's the worst, most boring shit piece of shit show. Fucking I didn't even bro, I didn't even end up watching the second
Oh,
season. It was that
for
fucking bad.
fuck's sake! Talk about cutting your nose off, Jesus.
Jolan, if you can't, oh my god, mate, you can't claim to be some sort of like fucking, well read person if you don't
Did I
understand
claim that?
how
Did I claim
bad
that?
the Rings of Power is. It's
I.
so bad.
Do you want to hear my positive take on it or
All
not?
you got to watch is Critical Drinker or Nerdrotic, or those guys know what
They
legit good stuff is,
they rip
and
it.
they have shit on it since
Yeah.
before it even came out because they knew it was that bad.
The way I look at it, my friend, is I just love any content in that world. So for
Okay.
me, even if it's not perfect as per the Tolkien lore, I just love it. I love all
Yeah,
fantasy. So for me,
but
I don't mind. I don't nitpick the shit out of it. I just was
but
happy
it's not
to
actually
I was happy
it's
to go back in time and yeah.
but it's not actually Tolkien lore. They take a steaming pile of shit on it. They don't. None of it's Tolkien lore. None of it follows
The
any of the
characters are the
lore.
characters not from the books.
Yeah, but the Silmarillion that the
Yes.
show is based on, they have
Yes.
completely fucking perverted it.
The
None of
same could
what
be said with Game of Thrones last season, They fucked that over
oh they
too.
destroyed Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was the best thing on TV until season 6, and then they fucking ruined it
I
because
know.
they ran out of books to follow. The
Yep.
reason why Game of Thrones was so popular and
Mm.
so good was because they had George R. R. Martin's writing to follow,
Yes. Yep.
and they followed it. They didn't
Mm.
change too much. They did
Yep.
change things quite a bit,
Yep. And they left
but
a few
they
things
they
out, as you
they
do.
stayed consistent,
Yeah.
and because of that, they produced a really really good TV show for 5 seasons. Once
Yeah.
they ran out of book material to follow, and they had to write the script themselves, it exposed how fucking talentless they were. And it was the
Yes.
same with Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson's never really had a hit outside of the Lord of the Rings because he stayed really true to the the trilogy. He took a lot out, but he stayed very true to the messaging, to the lore, and to the story. Because of that, and because he pulled it off in such an authentic way with very little CGI and green screens and all that bullshit, right? I knew a few guys that worked on the set when I was a kid. Like they were
Yep.
carvers on set,
Yeah, I knew a few people too. Yeah.
They put thousands of hours into pre-production.
Yep.
So that I'm really, I just find it really arrogant when Hollywood scriptwriters who think they know better than the best authors in history.
Mm.
Yeah, and then they're surprised when their things flops and they blame it on the fan base. It's like, no, because we don't want to watch your shit. It's like this fucking Wheel of Time show. It could have been the best thing ever. Instead, they just took a steaming shit on that. Don't get me started. I'm out. I want to change subject. Fucks me off. We're meant to be talking about 2024.
Oh, I loved it. That was a good gaslight. That was fun. Knew that was going to happen. So
They've
thanks for
ruined that Wheel of Time show as well. I can't even watch that.
Yeah, no, I love that show. It's good.
Oh, I hate you.
All right. Hey,
That
just so
show
you know,
sucks.
everybody
you.
we're watching UFC live at the moment too. It's 3:11. We're watching the early prelims, and it's the twerk queen. She's on right now. Old fucking Perez. I hope she wins so we can get to see her fucking ass twerking.
Can I
She's
tell
the
you
twerk
something?
king. Yeah,
Can I tell
queen.
you
Yeah.
something?
Go.
This might be a real bad statement, and Timmy might really laugh at me because they're probably both near black belts in jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah.
I think I could smash both these bitches in the same go.
At the same time. No way.
Yeah.
No way. One will be on your legs. You'll get fucked over. Uh, everybody who's listening, Hodjo's getting out his guns again. But yeah, fuck. I quite like Perez. She's cool. I like her vibe. She's funny.
I reckon I could smack them both over.
We'll talk about UFC towards the end of the pod, but for bread and circuses. But yeah,
Fuck, you just got me started on a whole rant of bread and circus. We're meant to be talking about 2024 wrap up.
I did. We were talking about, and then I talked about some of the shows that we were watching.
What was your favorite podcast from the last? And if you say Rogan, I'm hanging up.
Oh, see, you're so anti-mainstream stuff these days, eh? Gosh, favorite podcast. I might need to have a wee think about
Have a think about that.
about
I'll tell you.
about
Mine's Pinch Myself for the Sterling Spencer podcast.
Yeah.
I hang out for that. Yeah, like that's the best surf podcast in the world. Like he's made to podcast, bro. I hope you've watched an episode yet because he's just brilliant. You need to, man. He's so cool.
Yeah, I really need to. Him and his cousin, eh?
Yeah.
So, I thought you meant specific podcast, but I'll tell you a new one that I'm really into. Little disclaimer: that can be a little bit religious because they're all Christians, but there's nothing wrong with that. And it's called Ninjas Are Butterflies.
That's racist.
Have you heard of Ninjas Are Butterflies?
No.
Okay. So, how they came onto my radar is it must have just got into the algo, like a conspiracy theory algo, and I keep seeing their little wee clips, 2-minute clips, and they love to talk about conspiracy stuff. So then I thought, oh fuck, I'll jump into a full ep, and they're just funny, dude. They're just real lighthearted. They make up stupid songs. Like they're pretty talented musos. And they talk about weird shit. There's a little bit of a Christian undertone, but that doesn't faze me. It's 3 guys and 1 girl, and they get on guests. And
how many cups?
Yeah, just the 1 cup. So for me, ninjas are butterflies. If you haven't given them a listen, and if you want to try something new, give them a shot. They actually had Sam Tripoli. I don't know if you know who Sam Tripoli is. Oh, you probably do. No, I like Sam. They had him on, so that was quite fun. Right, let's get you on a positive vibe, eh? Let's get you on a positive vibe.
All right. Well, here's my resolution for 2025.
Oh, yes,
I'm going to start off. I've got to share my.
Let's go, Rizzo.
Screen. Optimize. Okay, so, as you know, Jolin, I've always been partial for riding of the standing up variety
Boo!
of
Boo!
the surfing industry. Hang on, what are you? There we go. And lately, well, it started off. I converted to riding a mid-length surfboard in the last year, which is like a 7.6, sort of fish. But lately, I got to tell you, like I've been barreled a squillion times on the book, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
I'll never not be sick of it. I'll always want to get barreled on the book,
Yeah.
right? And I don't bug much anymore because I live here and it's shit for bugging.
True.
And I've been feeling a bit depressed in terms of surf because, I just don't live by good waves anymore. So I've been like, right, how can I improve? How can I improve or like feel more joy about my surfing experience, right? And how can I? And getting barreled on a surfboard, I've got a few pits on the surfboard and made a few over the years, but it's always been a bit, I don't know, on a very short board, I wouldn't say fluky, but just not very consistent, right?
Yeah, gotcha.
So Sterling Spencer released some clips late last year of him getting absolutely fucking slotted. Picture
that photo there too, by the way, that you're sharing. Fuck, that looks like the West Coast New Zealand, eh?
It does, eh?
It really does. It looks like a Serpentine Day or something, eh?
He is riding an 8'4" custom made pintail. So it's like it's literally made just for barrels, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
So he broke it down on his podcast how like he's obsessed with getting barreled on his big pintail, call it like a gun.
Yeah.
In any conditions.
Uh-huh.
And that got my brain thinking. I was like, fuck, why didn't I do that? Because like if you like watch guys like him or Joel Tudor, they've been doing it for decades. And everybody's obsessed with shortboards. So you can see like this clip here, which I'll play in a minute, is just phenomenal. And you see a lot of waves like this on the West Coast. So that's been my goal for this year. So I made a purchase a couple of days ago of an 8-foot pintail Mick Fanning board. Yep. And that'll...
Question.
I'll show you the board in a minute.
Because the Mick Fanning boards, he started off a little company and they were all soft tops, I thought.
Yep. Yeah, this is a soft top. But
it's a soft top.
Yeah, so but Mick Fanning soft tops. You remember that blue one that I had and that NATO had?
Yes.
They're phenomenal. Like they're the best. They're so much better made than any normal soft top.
Right. Okay.
I'll show you this clip too. So where's this clip? So here's Sterling on his 8'6" custom, just getting drained.
Yes. Jeez, he's got speed. Fuck. He's got a lot of speed.
Look at that, bro.
Yeah.
And like there's this guy up at the Mount Maunganui that shapes customs as well. I found this sick photo of him at the island getting just like this. Yeah, that's my dream this year is to get a couple of barrels on my 8-foot pinner.
That's your wee rezo for this year, is it?
Yep. And the other one is to surf the Sumner Bar as much as I can because fucking it's been absolutely pumping. And it's the best wave in Christchurch, but it just takes commitment because it takes like 20 minutes to paddle out there. True. It's fucking hard work. It's like big paddling when you're out there, you know. And so, but I'm just going to dial it in and get fit to do it, you know.
I wondered why you didn't want to take the bug because it looks hollow. Like you just,
my God, bro. I'm just, it was very hollow. It was very, very hollow. I'll show you this board that I bought as well. Yep. I didn't actually get a barrel that day. I was kind of cooking it, but
but you're on your stick though. You're on your stand up, so
yeah,
it's a bit harder.
Parfit got a sick one.
Yeah, nice.
So here's the board. So
So
basically, it's a soft top on top
yeah.
and then a fiberglass bottom.
That's where
Yeah.
right. Okay, because
And
the word epoxy had me confused.
an epoxy bottom.
Wow, that'll go fast.
Oh my god, bro! See what I mean? So like a pintail surfboard, and it's quite narrow. So a pintail surfboard, it just holds its edge or holds it in the pocket really, really well.
Mm.
And it's not very loose. It's very tight. And
Right.
yeah. So that's my fucking goal this year.
Okay.
Is
Cool.
and my ultimate is pumping North Swell Blaketown on that
Yeah, true.
with
Like
you.
a nice down the beach bank that's just reeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good
So
call.
that's it. And then just like last year was the first year in my life where I like dialed in. I dialed in the first year of consistent working out every week, no matter what. And
Nice.
so this year we'll
Continue
be
that.
continuing that, building even better workout programs, but also getting the eating just dialed in so I can get down to 120 kgs. That's the fucking big goal. And this fight's terrible. It's a terrible fight. It's a terrible fight.
So
I feel like I smashed them both, eh? I reckon I grab one, right? I grab one just like with my left arm, right? And like a bit of a headlock, right? Real quick. And the other one in yellow, she's like flailing about because she's dumb and she's Brazilian, right?
Oh,
and then I
Jesus.
just like right in the sweet, like pow, right? And she's like, oh, and then the other one, quick like couple of like uppies, under the arm, and then they're both flailing, like because they've felt the Mary power, and then it's over, really. Especially the one in yellow, she looks as sick as two bricks,
Fuck. Nah, mate, I reckon they both destroy you, dude. One's gonna go low, one's gonna fucking jump on your back, and you'll be out in about, I reckon, 45 seconds. You'll be tapping.
If they get me down, I'm fucked. They'll chuck me out, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
I think the yellow one looks pretty mongy though. Like I think I could take her in a 1-on-1 pretty easy.
Don't know. I don't know. All right, do you want to hear my Rizzos?
Yeah.
Okay. My Rizzos are twofold. I think I've told you before, but for everyone out there, I'm going to continue on my fasting journey. So for 2025 H1, first half, my goal is to hit 4 days fasting. And then second half will be 5 days. So that's my goals for fasting. Do a 4-dayer and then a 5-dayer. So that's pretty exciting. And other health related reso is I'm going to just actively stay under 80 kilograms all year is my goal. And if I go over, then boom, drop it back down. So that's my two sort of health related goals.
Are you going to learn how to stand up?
Probably not. No. As you know, I only take out the soft top when it's like 1 foot. So I'll just continue to stay a kook forever, probably.
Do you know what would be weird? Do you know what would be funny? Is that
What?
if you actually committed to standing up on a decent board, you'd be so much better at stick riding. It'd be ridiculous.
Probably.
Mate, you look ridiculous on drop knee.
Probably. But yeah, I went for a skateboard the other day and I was pumping and doing little carves down the hill and I was like, fuck, if I actually learned how to surf, I reckon I would be all right. But I just can't be fucked. Going through those 6 to 12 months of missing blowing waves,
But you could go and buy the right board right now and you'd be fine. Like literally within like a couple of weeks. You're still on the wrong board.
Yeah, I do realize this.
Can I tell you a show note?
Yeah.
And
I've got a couple show notes too.
You're going to have to get spoiled because I had to tell the story. So it's about the Kirby Brown movie.
Yeah, spoil it because I haven't seen it and I'm not too worried about it.
Chasing Monsters. It's cool.
Still haven't seen it. It's like 2 years old now, isn't it? Probably longer.
Yeah, something like that. When Sophie was in hospital last week, complications with the birth recovery. She's all good, everyone.
Yeah.
but I was at home by myself and I saw that on iTunes to rent for like $4. I was like, fuck, I'll
Sweet.
just throw this on.
Hey.
Anyway, so the Kirby Brown movie, guys, spoiler warning, from here if you want to go and watch it.
Who's Kirby Brown for people who might not know who he is?
Yeah, so Kirby Brown's a Western Australian stand-up writer, bit of a just an absolute hell man, just toes into the most psycho slabs that not even boogers will, really. And
Psycho.
the guy's cooked. Like he's basically he's towing reefs that are like 8 to 10 foot, and
Dry.
they're dry. They're literally dry. And he doesn't wear anything. He doesn't wear an impact suit. He doesn't wear a helmet. It's kind of retarded. It's actually like the whole time I was watching it, and he's just
He's fucked himself up, a couple of times.
okay.
Real
So
bad.
this is where I'm getting to, right? So basically, the movie follows his journey like usual, and that he got into drugs and alcohol pretty hard out there for a bit. His wife told him to clean it the fuck up, so he moved away from Perth, got a job, had kids, and then they moved down to South Australia where all those crazy psycho waves are, so he could just have quick access to them.
Mm.
And his brother is his tow partner, and his brother's like the only guy that'll tow him because like he's basically that much of a psycho. Anyway, they go and tow Salty Dogs. I'm pretty sure it's Salty Dogs, Brendo's wave, and that was pretty fucking sick to watch. You got like a 2 wave hold down. It was really well filmed. The cool thing about the film is that it's really well filmed. Like each wave has a drone angle, a GoPro angle. Yeah, I see that.
She's got to do her
each wave
twerking. Yeah,
it's just all got good stuff, right? Like a good, like really well filmed, especially the top down one. And the coolest thing is he goes and stands on top of this big granite mountain in South Australia, and he's explaining like he goes, I reckon this is what I surf on top of out in the ocean, like just the top of a mountain sticking out of the ocean, and it just like sort of exemplifies it really, really well. And you're like, oh, yes, sick. And then because the water's so clear from the drone angle, you can see it really well. Anyway, the last mission they do in the movie is sort of these slabs around Salty Dogs. They go and they've got like a camera boat, right? A big fishing boat full of camera people and that.
Mm-hmm.
And him and his brother are towing, and they go out to this one really far offshore, decide to give it a crack because he's never surfed it. He's never surfed it. So they get there and they're filming it. Look at you getting all horny.
Can't wait for this twerk. Here it is. Here it is. Yes. She's got a good ass. She's got a good ass.
Anyway.
Yeah. Carry on.
So she won't even get an interview. No interview for you.
Oh, this is because of the early prelims. Prelims.
So they go to this thing. Anyway, it's so dry. It's like 10 foot.
Oh,
the waves are hitting the reef, but then this backwash is washing back into the wave, so it like meet it.
Shit.
And it is so, but it's like the squarest, most cylindrical pit if you get past the backwash. So his brother's like, oh, we'll go and have a look. We'll go and tow into one, right? So he tows in, and as he hits the wave, and he's sort of setting up to pull in, and then you can see this massive wall of water from the backwash start coming towards him.
Oh no!
And it just fucking explodes the whole wave, and he literally gets flipped in midair, upside down, head first, and you can see the reef go dry where he lands on his head.
You can literally,
it's the most psycho wipeout I've ever seen because you can see it happen. Like he's just spun like a fucking crash test dummy, and you can see the reef just there exposed in front of him, and then he goes down. And so it goes quiet in the movie soundtrack, and then Courtney, his brother's got like all the cameras on his jet ski, and he finds him, and he cops a 2-wave hold down there too, and they're mic'd up. They've both got mics on, and and you can hear Kirby, and he's going,
Oh.
and like he's gone completely ghost white, and he's like, my back, my back.
Oh no.
So he split his head open, like wide open. There's
Oh.
just like blood just bursting down his back, and he's broken his back in 3 places.
Oh, for
And
fuck.
he crawls onto the ski, and he's just like, and then one of the camera guys jumps off the other jet ski to try to help him get on.
Mm.
They get him onto the boat and get him into a stretcher,
Yeah.
and he's just fucking like he says, I'm having trouble breathing. And bro, like the way they film it, he's sitting on the ski like sideways, and they're taking him to the boat, and his fucking head is just like his skin is like ash gray, like fucking ghost. And then there's just blood just bursting down. And he's like, I'm not even worried about that. I'm just worried about my back. And so he fucking had to get, like screws and plates in his fucking spine.
Fuck.
And I don't know what he's up to these days, because basically the doctor said if you take an impact like that on your neck or anything like that again, you'll die instantly. Oh, and the way he said that, the way that when the vertebrae broke, it popped out to the left,
and
the doctor said if it popped right, it would have severed your spinal column and you'd be paralyzed instantly. You're just lucky it went the other way.
Oh my god, it gives me flashbacks. Fuck, dude. And then so like he's kind of fallen off all that big wave charging stuff now, right? Since after that accident.
I checked out his Instagram, and I think like he still surfs slabs and stuff, but I think he's like, I reckon his wife, and in the movie his wife was like, I kind of wish you'd fucking stop doing this. Like this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like there's a level, and then there's fucking
and there's stupidity.
Having a death wish,
Yeah, exactly.
So it was a good movie. Wow. I've spoiled it, but if anybody wants that wipeout is still fucking that fucking wipeout he takes is the craziest thing I've ever seen. I had to watch it like quite a few times.
I want to get it just to watch that fucking that wave that you're talking about. That sounds crazy.
Man, like the way he got sent, he was setting up for a very big barrel, and then this backwash just hits him, explodes the wave, and because it's a backwash, he gets sent up. And as he's going up in midair in the barrel, he's going down head first. And then you see the reef just not complete. You know what I mean when I say dry? Like the dome of the reef just starts to become exposed.
It's probably like 300 mils of water on it, eh?
Yeah, like maybe like shin height, know?
Yeah.
So
I wonder if that's the framey they took for the poster of that, like that wave, because there's a really amazing still shot. I think it's like one of the posters for Chasing Monsters, and you can see the reef just coming out. It looks nuts. You're about to look for it, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just having a look. It's not. They kept it. They actually kept it that final sort of scene
under wraps.
Moment under wraps really well, because I've never seen it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking on Google, not seeing that reef, not seeing that wave. Kirby Brown injury. Yeah.
So we're going to do a little quick. We're going to wrap things up, and then we're going to jump into some stuff for Patreon, aren't we? Yeah, cool. What should we wrap things up with?
I don't know, bro.
What are you thinking?
What do you think?
Well, do you want to do some picks on UFC today?
Yeah.
Firstly, what did you think about fucking Arman pulling out with back problems?
Bro wasn't going to make weight. I think the back problems was just a
ruse.
Was a ruse.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
I think that's happened a few times over the years. Not going to make
So,
weight, but just say like, yeah, I've got a sore back.
we saw something,
I
but
don't
he's not
know.
going to cut weight. He'll lose all
Yeah,
that money.
don't know.
I don't know. I'm pretty bummed. I was really looking forward to that fight because I feel like Armin's fucking amazing, and he probably could have done it. He could have taken him down, as in beaten him. But we got fucking Money Mocano. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I have to win. I want the money. I want the
That's good
money. I don't
accent.
give a fuck.
That's a good accent.
I want the money.
The
He's
money.
he's funny, dude. I like his vibe. He's hilarious.
Is it racist that I say that Brazilians are categorically dumb?
Yes, I believe that is. Yeah.
But they're not. They're not actually a race. They're a country.
Oh, but no. Yeah, I suppose the
You got to
people
remember,
of.
I had a lot to do with Brazilians. I lived
This
there
is true.
for 9 months.
I can't
And
comment on it, so
yeah,
I'll stay out of
some
this
of
one.
the shit.
I'll stay out of this one.
Some of the some of
You
the
can
shit
shit.
I've
You
done.
can shit on the Brazos, and I'll shit on Nate Florence. Okay.
Well, I tell you what, fucking Brazos are the worst people in the fucking world to be in the water with. Jesus
Yeah, we
Christ.
know that. We
They
know
fucking
that.
burn each other. They're local breaks, all their mates. They can't even play priority.
Oh god.
Um,
It's just that dog eat dog upbringing, dude.
so
If a
this
favela.
photo's just of Kirby actually stabilized, like
Yeah,
in the thing, but this is when he's like in the stretcher.
yeah. It's got duct tape and fucking gauze around his head.
I think he got like fucking I don't know, like 20 stitches in his head or more. Pretty
Yeah,
sure. Like he got split wide open, but
yeah.
the head's nothing compared to what he did to his back.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Um,
Who have you got for Yuri and Jamal Hill? One of
of
the
course,
dumbest promoters of fights.
it could be. It has to be my favorite fighter, Yuri. Yuri's still my favorite, even though he takes on average 6 hits per minute. He takes a lot of damage, young Yuri.
Yuri blocks. He's the best fighter in the UFC at blocking
With his head.
punches with his face.
Yes,
There's a
exactly.
really good video where the guy's like detailing how he blocks punches with his head. Like as there's a body shot coming for his midriff, he'll duck down so it hits him in the head. It's slow mo.
Yeah. Well, I just love his style. It doesn't, it's not perfect, that's for sure, but I love him, so I'm stoked. I think he'll beat Jamal. We'll see though. Jamal's pretty fucking good.
So,
Um,
oh, sorry.
no, you're right.
Mm.
Carry on.
So this is, I think this is a frame grab from the wave that nearly killed him.
Oh, it was a left. For some reason, I thought it was a right. Okay,
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. So you can see. I think in the wider shot you can see the reef better.
Yeah,
But fucking yeah, that's how the cunt lands.
that's nuts.
Oh,
Speaking of cartwheeling down the
there's
face
this.
of,
Oh, look at his head.
oh man,
Oh
that's
my
got
god, it goes like a
staples.
crisscross, like up, split, and then across as well.
Wow.
Jesus.
So yeah, speaking of cartwheeling, did you see that wipeout at Jaws a few weeks ago? There was a
Oh yeah,
guy
yeah,
and he'd done about 5 cartwheels in the barrel. I was like, oh my God, that
yeah,
looked terrifying.
yeah. I did see that.
Terrifying. Anyway, back
That
to
was fucked
UFC.
up.
I see that fucking poor old Marab Dvashvili. He's the underdog and he's paying like fucking, what is it? Maybe like $5 to win, and he's the champ. So Omar's the favorite in this one. What do you think about that fight? Who do you think's going to win?
Uh, I really don't know. I think that I haven't watched enough of Umar fight, Like, yeah, I
Fair
don't
call.
know. Ugh, Grant Dawson and is this like the old guy fight? of the night. Ooh.
Oh shit! Sorry, I'm back at the home screen. I haven't even clicked on the next.
The actual prelims are on
Yeah,
now.
I haven't clicked
Yeah.
on that yet. I wonder if I'm still going to get free. Wonder if we
I
are
did.
still going to get
I,
free
yeah.
main cards.
We can't let that secret out because if it gets out, fucking
True.
UFC will work it out. But
They might
just
get
sit,
us.
I tell you what, if you guys want a little UFC hack,
No, don't tell anyone.
just DM me or Jolin, and we'll tell you how to do it.
I can't even
you,
remember how to do it. You have to DM Hodjo because
you
he's got
still
the
have
hack.
to pay. You still have to pay, but it's only like $8 a month, and you get free pay-per-views.
Yeah, shush! Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, no. Shut up.
Yeah. Sorry, Dana, Uncle Dana.
Fuck
But
Dana. He's a piece of shit. Fuck him.
we don't have to pay full price, do we?
How's
It's
he
great.
going to have even more horrible influence over the world by being on the Facebook board of directors now?
Oh, that was fucking weird.
They're
Yeah.
such pieces of shit. Oligarchs, mate. Why does everybody in our age, men our age, look up to Elon fucking Musk and Mark Zuckerberg and Joe Rogan? They don't care about you. They're billionaires. They couldn't give two shits about you. They're some of the biggest fucking union killers in the world.
What about Zuck going on Rogan? I haven't actually watched the interview because I find Zuck to be extremely boring. But he comes out that we're all about getting rid of all the the censoring of posts. I'm like, fuck up. You're just the timing couldn't be even more
Just
perfect.
because Trump's in. He just doesn't want to get fucking done by Trump.
Exactly. Yeah.
When Biden and Obama were in, they fucking made sure that they towed the line for those cunts.
Yeah.
And then when fucking Trump's in, they're going to toe the line of him.
His name should be Mark Zuckerberg, not fucking Zuckerberg. He's the biggest cuck. He'll just do whatever.
Piece of shit. That piece of shit Biden should be in a fucking Hague, and his other mates, what they fucking done to Palestine.
And also Fauci. I don't understand how Fauci is not in jail. Like,
oh yeah,
that cunt lied to not only his own country, but everyone follows what America does in the state of a pandemic, and the whole world basically followed what America did with the vaccines and everything. Like,
he's got all these fucking weird ties to the pharmaceutical companies, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, for sure he does. He was bought and sold. And have you ever heard about what he did to the AIDS victims back in the day? You know about that when Fauci was working on the AIDS cure?
Oh, he was no. I heard it, but I forgot it. I'll give you
the quick synopsis. Basically, he started treating HIV positive patients with this horrible chemo chemical that was used for cancer patients, and they actually stopped using it for cancer patients because it was just killing them faster than the cancer was. So then they obviously had a bit of a backlog of all this fucking stuff to use.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, well, let's just fucking give it to the AIDS crew. And then it started killing all the AIDS people quicker than actual AIDS did. So he's basically a murderer to the tune of millions and millions of people. All because of Big Pharma wanting to get rid of some fucking product and profit. That's all it is.
All I know is that I was forced into that fucking vaccine because if I didn't, I was going to lose my house and I was going to lose my job and
there were so many people that were put in that position, and I don't begrudge anyone for wanting to keep a roof over their head and keep their family fed. Whereas, I'm not trying to fucking virtue signal here, but I was prepared to lose everything.
I know.
I talked to you about it. I was like, I'm going to stand on my principles on this one. I could smell the bullshit a mile away. So I was like, no, I'm not buying into this. Maybe if I was younger, if I was, this fight's getting hectic. The upkicks. But maybe if I was a bit younger and a bit more naive about how the world works, I probably would have, gone down the road of that.
I always felt uncomfortable and felt it wrong.
Yeah.
But, man, it's a big subject. We'll do
It
we'll
is. Hey,
dedicate more time
you're
to
still
it,
alive,
that's fine.
mate. You're still alive. That's the main thing.
Yeah, it's not good, bro.
It's not
No.
fucking good.
We should have a big.
Um,
We should have a big
We should.
big deep dive into that one day.
We should, because I'd
Now
like
that,
to
now
think
that you're
that
not
if
sort of working for,
yeah, if it happens again, I will like to think I'd try do things differently for
Yeah.
sure.
exactly because
Yeah.
let's talk about this in depth.
Let's talk about it
'cause-
another time.
Yeah.
People are probably
All right,
bored of it as well.
let's wrap things up. Welcome to 2025, my friends and family. We're gonna get into it, and we're gonna fucking do some stuff this year. Don't you fucking worry. We're coming large this year in 2025.
Okay, that was weird.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't know.
Should we do half an hour on Patreon?
I prefer 15 to 20 because I got band
Sweet.
practice coming up. But yeah, okay, that's fine.
Bye, everyone.
I see you guys.
Bye.
Peace out. See you next time.
Kakite.